Beats Planet.
And we back. Appreciate y'all. Welcome. Come on in. We are here with another episode of Voch Lombardi live on the volume here. One day I'm going to write down the intro so the intro will be like consistent or whatever. But right now we just winging the goddamn intro, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Do I say what's up to you first or do I just intro the show?
Do what you do, brother. Do what you do.
Hey, let's Hey, I'm Voch Lombardi, man.
You are watching a master at work.
Well, I was reading the reviews on the show yesterday, the critically acclaimed story that we told at the end of the show yesterday. We inspiring people out there, Will Steele. Listen, man, when we tell stories like that, bro, like it ain't for my health, cause look, me and Will talked about this already, like just talking about where we came from and shit like that. But we tell stories for y'all. But if you missed yesterday, you missed the end of the show yesterday, you probably did because it was 900 y'all in here the whole way. If you missed it, go back and tune in towards the end of the show yesterday, man. You're not allowed to miss shows, man. Like, every show something good happens. So be sure to tune in. But follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. I'm point guarded by the best in the business. WILLIE. William Stilliam.
Everybody gonna die. Wait.
Bomb Squad!
What's good, bro?
What's good with you, man? I'm having second thoughts about this 3 o'clock time slot, man. I don't like it, man.
Wait, we got the shirts made. Time out.
I know.
You're gonna put a 1. You're gonna draw 1 so it could just look like Stone Cold.
Volume 5,
316. Oh, 5. You want to move it to 5?
Let me just tell you the problem with this time slot, man. And look, I wasn't wrong. When I was behind the scenes talking to the Volume Illuminati, man, it was like, well, Voch, what time you want to go live, man? And I ain't really think about it, right? But I spent the whole day thinking. I was like, let's pick 3 o'clock, okay? Because it covers multiple time zones, this one, it's Central, Eastern, or whatever, Mountain. So we can hit multiple people getting off of work, getting out of school, shit like that. And it makes sense. Plus, a lot of stuff happens in the league around this time, right? So we always going to have some news, and we may catch breaking news. And look, we've caught breaking news a few times on the show, and we get the, we get the pushing the algorithm for that. Shouts out to Anthony Barr. But the problem, though, Will, is when good shit happens at 2:15, we got to scramble to make notes for 3. You see what I'm saying? We got to scramble around and make sure the talking points is good. Now, we could wing it because we content kings and come back the next day and really give y'all a, give y'all a fantastic show. We could do that, Will Steele. But, man, I'm just sitting up here thinking about talking points and making jokes about this roster and people that I knew weren't going to make it anyway and laughing. And I just want to make sure that we get things done appropriately. So when I think about changing the time slot, it's really to make my job easier.
But hold tight, because once we get to the regular season, it won't be all this herky jerky jumbo stuff. It'll be just smooth sailing because you already have the roster. And it'll be a press conference, maybe you get some injury news, but it won't be as drastic. So just hold tight, and it would be good.
I'm impatient, man. You know how it goes with me, bro. But listen, chat. This is what we got for y'all today. Who we got up in here? We got a lot of people in the chat box. Just
almost 600 before we even start.
Hey, we ain't even started. We appreciate y'all, man. Salute. We're gonna talk about the obvious today, the Cowboys roster cuts today. Hey, how about this? Alex is an Eagles fan in the chat box. The Eagles traded a goddamn Happy Meal for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Now, Will, I'm not a fan of giving the Eagles credit in a public forum. We can talk real talk outside of the show. But one thing I will say about the Eagles, though, Will, still, every time they make deals like this, I always go, where the fuck was my team, man, when Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was going for a Happy Meal in the Pack and Ladies? You know what I mean? Where were my guys when we need guys? You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Shouts out to the Eagles. They're doing everything in their power to make their roster competitive. I got a deep thought about it, but I'm not ready to go in on a check because I don't just want to, throw it out there and not really, have it clean or whatever. But that may be a Monday thing. That may be a Thursday thing. It may be week 16 when we beat the shit out of the Eagles. I don't know, but it is what it is.
Wash your mouth out, man. I had to wash my mouth out this morning when I gave them some props on their front office. Basically.
You know me, Will Steele.
Yeah.
You know me. Oh, shit. Hold on, time out. We got 2 callers. It ain't time for calls yet. We not going to calls, but, Short Dog different. And you just never know. Short Dog maybe jump out of plane. He might be in jail. So we got to get Short Dog in, and then we're going to get to the analysis, and then we'll get to the phones later. Short Dog, what up, man? Short Dog, man, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Short Dog, what's good?
It's not Not a damn thing, bro. You know what it is.
I know,
I'm
man.
just over here listening to Skywalker, Steele,
I know,
Voch
sure, I
the
know.
Boss, my two guys, and
Yeah,
all I
man.
gotta say, bro, and I
I
feel like
know.
a broken record, but all you guys on Voch Lombardi channel, do me a favor, bro.
Oh, man.
Do it for me one time.
One time.
Come over to the volume,
Right.
like, subscribe, hit
Yeah,
that
man,
button,
man.
bro. Help this guy out. You gotta understand, he's blessing us, bro.
Yes, man.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing talent. I'm a guy that knows talent. When Voch comes on, bro, he's giving us 5 days a week because of Colin Cowherd, bro.
What's his
We
name?
gotta roll with it, dog.
Yeah.
If you guys, we're gonna lose out on the GOAT if you guys didn't come and support the movement. That's all I gotta say, bro. I hope we get deeper, better. But right now, it's just all about supporting you guys, bro. You guys are getting better every day. I've seen it in you since day one. Both you guys, you know what it is. It's
Right,
gang,
man.
and
Right,
potty train,
That's
and we're
right.
popping heads, bro. We're knocking noodles loose at the
Don't
moment,
say that
bro.
around
But it's
Dontrell, short
love.
dog. He'll tell on us, and we'll be right back in the bing. You feel me? Yo, short dog, we appreciate you, man. We about to get into this roster evaluation, dog. Love you, brother.
I'll be there. Love you, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. Now, like I was, I love short dog, man. Cause look, I know what he wants. Short dog, look, man. Come on, man. That's a different kind of call.
Yeah.
Now, let's break down this roster a little bit. Dylan Salinas dropped a deuce in the super chat, says Content Kings, best in the business. Appreciate you, sir.
Salute.
Let's kind of start on offense. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't doing nothing else. I kind of like the one quarterback shit, Will, still. Sir, what we need Cooper Rush done for on the roster right now? What we need Will Grier on the roster for, right? Just to carry him around? Like, if they on the practice squad, or just, you know, whatever, right? Let's just assume that they're practice squad guys. If they're on the practice squad, Will, they'll be in the meetings with that, right?
Yeah.
They'll be in the quarterback room. They'll practice with that. If it's a game day situation and anything was to happen to Ford, what the fuck are we gonna do anyway? You know what I mean? Like what is there that we can do anyway?
Well,
Just
go ahead.
put Tony Paul at Wildcat and just live to fight another day. Goddamn it! That's just where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But how much change can Cooper Rush get you from jumping in the third quarter or something? You feel me?
There is an underlining different take in this. Somebody's going to be up there on game. You can't go to game day with one quarterback. You just can't. You can't do it. Here's what you can do, though, and I'm going to tell you why this is brilliant if they decide. I love it if they decide to do it. I don't know. We'll see. So on the practice squad, you can have both Cooper Rush and Will Grier, right? And they allow you now through the CBA to call up a practice squad person 3 different times in a game at 3 separate occasions throughout the season. So if you theoretically keep 2 quarterbacks on the practice squad, you can do this for the first 6 weeks of the season, keeping an open roster spot for defensive lineman, corner, or whatever. So I think if they decide to roll it that way, which I don't know if they will, it's kind of brilliant.
I love it. We don't need them
right now.
We don't need them.
Yeah.
Like, look, how many times have we gone through a season? Yeah, we needed it. We needed them. Like, we need them when we need them, right? Something happens. Okay, now we need you. But for the most part, how many backup quarterbacks just they just on the roster, right? They're on the roster for 17 games. They may see the field in a blowout or something. They may see at the end of the game or whatever. But then, hey, look, just run the football or just give it somebody else and let them give it to Turpin. Let Turpin play quarterback and hand the ball to Tony to kill the clock. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to keep these guys around. And if you're trying to keep bodies on your squad, because this is a deep defense, right? We just talking about the defensive roster, top to bottom. We talking about bench guys and all that. This is the time when you want to keep as many dudes as you possibly can. And at some point, we're going to have to get the kicker and the, CJ and them and the long snapper back on there. I don't think you should muddy the water by putting Cooper Rush and Will Grier back on that, Will, still. They'll be there when you need them. They'll be there when you need them. I don't need Will Grier pregame throwing around, you know what I'm saying, throwing the ball to people and shit. Like, what do we need that for? Go let one of the coaches throw let Nussmeier throw the ball to the second wide receivers on game day or something like that. Well, I like the idea. Now,
so you like it different. You really want to roll. You want one quarterback on game day. You're crazy.
Week 11. Fuck him. Fuck him. One guy, but will still what'll end up happening is let's just say Dak healthy, man. If Dak healthy for 17 games, who cares? But let's just say Dak has a helmet malfunction and he got to miss the rest of the game, and he come back next week or something. You still don't need him. Okay, cool. What if Dak out for like 3 weeks? Okay, cool. Then you can bring up Cooper Rush for the 2 weeks and you go from there.
Let me get my notebook out.
Hey, write this down. You like writing things down.
I already got this is my mental notebook, but it's on physical paper.
Okay.
Voch says, and let me get my button. Field goalers. We don't need no field goals. All extra 2-point conversions. And quarterbacks. We just need one. If I got that down right. Nope. No kickers.
Mind you, Will Steele. Mind you.
And one quarterback. Okay.
Mind you, Will Steele. I only spew nonsense spread out. You ain't got to put all my nonsense on paper.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
it's fun. It's fun, but
let's
realistic, but it's fun.
If we playing Madden, how many times you really put thought into what punter you about to sign?
I've went for it on 4th and 15 more times than I can imagine.
And we spitting out, Will.
Come on.
We spitting out, Will. Still. That's what I'm saying, right? So if you having problems with your kicker, go for it on too. I mean, you got Brian Anger pinning that thing in there. So if you need to get rid, just go let your defense play.
I got a crazy bold prediction though. Let's do bold predictions next week once we get the roster. I got an amazing bold prediction for y'all. But anyway.
I mean, shit, you gonna make me wait 7 days to get it? I'm impatient, Will. Still, goddamn. It is what it is, but I like it. Don't have much to say about the running backs. I'll move down into the made it and cut conversation. We'll have that conversation later.
All right.
So there's this this need to be put back on the team list, right? And let's just be realistic, right? This ain't Voch saying this. This is just what's probably going to happen. You need to put your kicker, your long snapper, CJ, and quarterback 2 back on the team. That's 4 spots, right? So we know that Tyron and James Washington are injury guys. That's 2 spots. That means we need to create 2 more spots to fill up to be able to get our guys back on the field. Unless you say fuck backup quarterbacks, you only need 1 spot. But that ain't the case right here. So, Will, let me just kind of ask you, man, because I just went down the list here. I'm just going down the roster. We got 2 clear hurt guys that's not going to be around for week 1. That is what that is. Do they just cut dudes to make up for the next 2, or do they try to IR people again? Okay, go ahead.
They're going to IR.
Okay, I saw this Illuminati theory that they're gonna put Kelvin Joseph on IR for that concussion that he got. And look,
that's not an Illuminati theory. Just get ready.
That's real life.
That's not an Illuminati theory.
I went back to the game. It don't even look like Kelvin got a concussion. It just looked like
It's weird because he came right to hell. Now he stumbled, got up, and did smack his head on the ground. Then he left 1 play. And the reason why it's not Illuminati theory, I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just saying same thing happened to Rico Gathers in 2017. Yeah. He woke up with a headache and his ass missed the entire season. And think about this. This might be a way, Voch, to kind of just save your 2nd round pick. Because Kelvin, let's be honest, he's 5'6" right now in that cornerback room. He just is. Mm-hmm. And that means he's special teams guy, unless somebody gets hurt. Even if somebody gets hurt, Deron Bland's up next. So if you could put him on IR for however long you really want, that gives him that year to kind of get over the things that happen from off the field, kind of come back next year. Let's see what happens. So
that's a good point. The one thing that I initially didn't like about it, right? And I'll just compare this to the Rico Gathers thing. Mm-hmm. Rico Gathers wasn't going to be making no noise this year. You know what I mean? Rico Gathers wasn't going to be doing that. Like it was like Jason Witten and Jarwin and shit. And I don't know who the third guy was, but Rico was like 4 tight ends.
Yeah, it's like Hannah, I think.
Hannah probably
might have still
Hannah.
Been here. Yeah.
Sure. So I don't think there was a plan for Rico Gathers at all. I can find you ways to use Kelvin Joseph right now. And look, there can even be times where you can
don't lie to me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, tell me how. You gonna put him over Deron?
I mean, okay. So what if somebody get hurt? Do we got to play down?
That's the thing. Hurt.
Yeah.
Right. So now we're banking on somebody getting hurt.
Right.
So yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
I just think the best way for Kelvin to get better is like game reps, and I think if there's an opportunity in one of these games to get Kelvin, like if we beating the shit out the Lions, and it's the third quarter or something like that, and we up by 30.
I see what you're saying.
Like, take out Trey Diggs because he don't need to be here, and let Kelvin get his feet up under him, right? But if he's on IR, he's not going to be playing at all. So that's the only, and he could have been a teams guy. So I don't know. But if it ends up being Kelvin Joseph, I'm fine with letting him live to the next wave or whatever. But
I got one for you. I love this game. Ever since you did it, you did it on me. I want to try it. Kelvin Joseph or Carlos Watkins?
Who would I
for game day? For game day.
Game day. That's a good one, Will.
You know what I'm saying? Because Los, I think, will be able to rotate a little bit more than Kelvin.
Yeah. And Los's job in particular, him being a super interior guy, it'll probably be more time to you. And look, Los better than Ridgeway right now.
And the reason why I brought up Los is because he's not on the team now, but I did my finagling, and he is a candidate to come back for when they do their little roster jumping mechanics. So
yeah, but it wouldn't be practice squad. It'll be to bring him back.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know what's up with that. Somebody can maybe tell me in the chat. Are they still doing veterans on the practice squad thing?
Professor O
Actually,
might know.
I mean, of course they are, because I just thought about it. Will Greer and Cooper Rush. So yeah, I guess
sure. Yeah, they older. Yeah, so for sure. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. But if I had to pick out of those two, it'll probably be Carlos, because I feel like I can use Carlos more. Plus, Deron Bland just beat the shit out of Kelvin Joseph.
Right.
Facts. Right. And to be fair, Israel kind of, if we just talking about BBs, I mean, we're going to get there, but Israel beat the shit out of Kelvin Joseph. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it will definitely be Carlos. We're going to talk about the guys that made it and didn't make it and all that. So y'all just hang tight, but please, y'all hit the like button if we ain't doing nothing else, man. That's our virtual currency. The volume is, they only going to bring us back if they feel like we killing it. And the best way for them to see that we're killing it is, they look at the like button, all the other engagement metrics and things like that. So please take time. Moderators, y'all please remind the people in the chat that we don't ask for nothing but the like button, because, it ain't like Colin Cowherd watching the show right now. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all. Guillotine 06 dropped the dime and says, if we already covered it, my bad, I was late. No, you're right on time, player. Have you been able to check the waiver wire to see if anything piques your interest from Big James Games Toy Shop? Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. I would have to scour the Twitter machine to get my eyes on some of it, but we will definitely answer that question for you. Or we need content for the goddamn week. We need content throughout the week. We'll do this shit tomorrow. Ain't no rush.
Man, the waiver wire consists of hundreds of players. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. I ain't look at the waiver wire 100. I just seen a few names go by. That's it.
I would definitely need to sit down and look at a list. Well, still, something I thought that was hilarious, right? There's like, all right, guys, we need to cut some of these teams, guys, so we can make a little bit of room. CJ, the long snapper, and the kicker. Somebody was like, what about Brian Anger?
Nah, player.
Don't make me smack the shit out you. Don't make me smack the shit out you. Well, what you say? Who? Brian? You see they ain't put Brian Anger out there in the water.
No, sir.
You say they wasn't fucking around with the all pro now, but I like that though. Don't even risk it. But all these other cats, they'll be back. Brian Anger, chill out. Chill out, bro. I just thought that was hilarious when I saw it, because the only name that was there, specialist. Brian Anger. All the rest of these motherfuckers can go. Where we at? 3:30? Perfecto.
You want to do the receivers?
Nope. Because look, this is my thing. I ain't really gotta go position by position, because a lot of the shit we already knew, or we already relatively felt like. But I do just want to kind of touch on some guys that made it and didn't make it, because I think there will be some better overall conversations about it. So let's do it like this. I'll be having a conversation with Will Steele, but of course I want you guys to tap in and give me y'all's thoughts on some of these players and their status on the team right now. This is me looking at the chat box. This is me looking at Will Steele. Chat, Will Steele. Let's boogie. Dennis Houston made the team.
He did.
We went kind of heavy at receiver, huh?
For now.
For now.
And tomorrow. Sure. But it'd still be heavy in my opinion, regardless, because Gallup is going to be on this roster.
Yeah, Gallup is
he's not going on pup.
So this morning on 105, this is me looking at Will Steele now, because with this eye. This morning, Jerry Jones on 105 through the fans say, if it was if this was a playoff game, then Michael Michael would be playing if this was the Super Bowl. Michael would be playing today. Just say it again.
It was
do you believe that? Do you believe that if Michael Gallup, if this was the Super Bowl, Gallup would be playing today? Do you believe that?
He got the surgery 6 months ago. He be out there limping. Sure, he can go out there and play and catch a tunnel screen, and you know what I mean, run straight with a little pimp walk. But
ain't nowhere. He ain't changing directions. He gonna catch the ball and fall.
All right, listen, this ain't Adrian Peterson, fam. Okay, it take about 7 to 9 to kind of get back in the swing, and then 9 to 12 to be kind of fully. We had 6 and some change. Come on, Jerry. I understand you're the most optimistic person in the world, but no, I don't believe that for 1 second. But he'll be here probably by week 3, week 4.
How you more optimistic than Voch? Like, I'm annoyingly optimistic. Like I don't lie. Like, I still keep it fair, and I can, like, you can see why I'm kind of optimistic. But well, if the Super Bowl was today. Sir, come on, man. Come on, Jerry.
No. Yeah, it's tighter than that's ass, but
Sir. I never want to know how nothing. We just got this job.
That's my only go-to down south reference, man. I used to work for a judge that used to say that. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
I got plenty. My granddad told me one. Hilarious. He said, I forgot who the hell was talking about. It was like a family member that ain't shit or something like that. He says, you are as useless as an ashtray on a motorcycle.
Oh, shit.
How profound is that? Exactly.
It's kind of a bar.
Yes. How profound. And he said that boy used as a ashtray on a motorcycle. You know what I mean? But like, it sounds like some country shit, but then you think about it.
A bar.
I seen a motorcycle with an ashtray before.
They using it though, yeah. Like when they pull over at the stop, I guess maybe.
But when you fly, when you go,
yeah.
Shots out, man. R.I.P. Grandpa, man. Yeah, Dennis Houston made it. So I guess that Dennis Houston is going to be relying on how good Dak Prescott is, right? You know what I mean, or how good Dak is. I'm willing to trust Dak, man. I've seen Dak make dudes better. Does this mean I just kind of want to go into the season fresh like this? Preston Williams was a guy that got cut. Voch, can we go get Preston Williams? This is my thing, right?
Yeah.
I want everybody to listen to this, and Will Steele, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't want us trying to go get guys just because they're guys that we don't have. I would offer people to ask yourself, the people that you want, are they head and shoulders better than the people you got already?
And
that's what I would go ahead.
And is the leadership in place going to help elevate them? Meaning system, coaches, things like that. Is it going to work out in that way? Because if not, what's the point?
Yep. Because a lot of these guys get cut for different reasons, right? So like a guy like Tevin Jenkins, the Bears wasn't really fooling with him because he had a disagreement with his O-line coach. You got to all but kiss Joe Philbin ass to even, you know what I mean, to even make it work here. And I hate I got to say it like that, but Joe,
Sleepy Joe,
and we was just having this conversation in the Illuminati round table chat box. Like, yo, how did Conor McGovern get the left guard job? How'd that work? How did this happen? And I think that is something weird going on with this Joe Philbin thing. I ain't, we'll figure it out whenever we figure it out, but there's something to that. So when you say that the guys got to fit and the leadership got to make it make sense, you're 100% right, sir. Let me ask you this, Will Steele. I see in the chat box. Let me give y'all credit. I saw in the my hotline blinged on Bleacher Report or whatever. You want to talk about familiarity, right? Trent Mobley. Shouts out to you, sir. I saw this also. Malik Turner got waived today. You think he's a guy that possibly the Cowboys could look at?
Shit, I would.
Yeah, for sure.
There's two questions we always got to ask ourselves as fans.
We'll
right?
do it, but would they do
what would you do and what would they do? Hell yes.
Dak love him.
I'm not saying he's a superstar, but he's a special teams ace type of guy. I thought he showed some stuff when he got an opportunity. He knows the offense. I would all day tomorrow.
He knows the playbook, and Dak likes him, right? So now this puts you directly into this conundrum, right? Is Malik Turner better than Dennis Houston?
I don't know how I can say no. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes. Is Malik Turner better? Yes. I don't know how I can say no.
You don't have proper evidence that Dennis Houston is a better player than Malik Turner. Because Malik Turner has played NFL football snaps before.
Right.
Dennis Houston has not. I think that's fair. So it's definitely something we can look at. It's definitely something we can look at.
I know who I'd cut. And it wouldn't be Dennis. Because here's the thing. They like Dennis and he's young. And that's untapped potential.
You just said the word. 2 words. Young and untapped potential. Get Noah Brown the fuck out of here.
There we go. That is the one. That's the one.
Why are we still holding on to this old man, Will Steele? This old man.
This old young man. Well,
what are we doing?
To be fair, he's had a good camp and everything and all that good stuff. But shit, I mean, I've seen Malik Turner with the ball in his hands do some fun things. Not at an extensive rate, right? But just from a skill set, Voch, I feel like, I take him over Noah.
I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it to you just so you can tell the people. When we get to the regular season, what wide receiver would you have on the field first? Noah Brown or Simi Fehoko?
Me be Simi.
You said at practice one day that Malik looked like the clear wide receiver 2 to you. In your opinion, that he was the second best wide receiver.
Oh, no. You're talking about Noah.
Simi.
Oh, Simi. Yes. Simi, to me, I think has been the best wide receiver opposite of CD Lamb on a consistent basis.
Yeah. All right. And, Simi may have to be a guy that you lean on while Tolbert may be going through some growing pains or something like that. I really feel like we won't know what the hell's going on with this wide receiver core until they play.
Shoot.
And
it might be a week-to-week thing, Voch.
And I was just about to say this, though, right? On that point, the week-to-week thing, you might have to have a healthy rotation at wide receiver this week or in week 1 just to know how these dudes look, right? So, like, if your first crew is Lamb, Simi, and Noah, the next drive, it got to be Lamb, Houston, and Turpin, right? Just to get these guys looks, just to get these dudes some film to know how they look in a regular season game with a competent quarterback, with a competent offensive line, competent run game versus a real defense. You got to do that, right?
So basically what you're saying is, and I know this is Voldemort, we don't like to say this around here, but opposite of CD Lamb,
wide receiver by committee.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Wide receiver 2 by committee. I like that. Wide receiver 2 by committee. I fuck with that. Somebody write that timestamp down. Wide receiver 2 by committee. Let's get into it. Hold on. Where am I?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Josh Ball made the team.
I'm about to turn you gray.
What have we done to deserve this, Will Steele? We live in a world where Carlos Watkins get cut on day 1. Sean McEwen got waived, Will Steele. Waived. Bye-bye. And we like Sean McEwen. We like Carlos Watkins. We like these people. But we get to keep the motherfucker that we have notoriously for 4 weeks. Can't stand him. I'm not under my blanket enough. I need more warmth. I'm not under my blanket enough. Sir, we actually waived people that I like. CJ Goodwin got waived today. And I've been trying to cut CJ Goodwin for months now, but I keep CJ Goodwin on the first day of roster cuts than Josh Ball. In my mind, Will Steele. In my mind. I thought if you played bad, you get cut. Hey, you guys go out there and play hard now to make this team. Go play well to make this team. Josh Ball has been compared to Chaz Green for 4 damn weeks. and he get a goddamn raise, that motherfucker get promoted, that motherfucker get the job, he ain't had to go on a second interview. He part of the squad now.
Add some salt to it. The Las Vegas Raiders were willing to part with their first round pick from last year because he played bad. And Dallas said, we got to protect our fourth round investment by way of Florida State and Marshall.
Alex Leatherwood, he has the measurables. He has power, size, all that shit. Played at Alabama. First round pick. He got cut. The Raiders are willing to eat dead money to cut Alex Leatherwood. But a scrub from Marshall get to make the team up here? It's Tyron Smith's fault.
You are watching a master at work.
Goddamn Tyron Smith's fault. Because if Tyron Smith don't get hurt, Josh Ball will be playing in Jacksonville somewhere.
Basically, fuck them.
Cut me back on, Will. Still, give me some more melon.
I got you, bro.
Some more melon, man. Listen, bro. I don't want y'all thinking I'm mad. Okay, yeah, I'm mad at Josh Ball. I don't want y'all thinking I hate. Okay.
Oh wait, no, you know what? I feel like this is an opportunity for Hill Voch, if I may.
Listen, brother. Listen, brother. I'll smack the shit out of Josh Ball right now. I see him, and I bet I see you. Somebody bring me a chair. Alex, bring me a chair. There's my hammer. Smacking the shit out of Josh Ball. What you think this is?
I'm done. Yo, he gave it a finger.
What you think this is?
I love Hill Voch.
I don't know what you mean, sir. I have no clue who that is. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he made the team. Moving on, chat. Ridgeway made the team. Was that a surprise for you, Will Steele, John Ridgeway?
No, because of the draft pick. You know, they drafted him in the 5th round, and it took me a while to be like, you know what? They love their draft picks, hence Josh Ball. So
Picks make these teams.
Yeah. So they weren't going to cut him.
Yep, picks make these teams, man. And if anything, you know, I was trying to keep 12 guys. You know, I was trying to keep 12 D linemen, but in real life, I thought the number would be 10, but we actually walked out with 11. So that made me feel good. The fact that we was able to walk out with 11 guys. And you know, if you had to cut a guy, you know, we were saying names like Basham, we were saying Carlos, we were saying Ridgeway. So we was on task. We was in the right place. But how about fucking Bohanna, man? Locking in his spot.
That's my guy.
Something else too. I think this is a bigger conversation that we need to have about Nashawn Wright and Kelvin Joseph. So you know that we're in the draft and development game, right? I think the Cowboys are to a point to where, and just correct me if I'm wrong, Will Steele, they're willing to ignore who you are as a rookie to bank on who you could be. And your second year is your true audition. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Izzy wasn't really a guy that you would project as somebody that could make the team last year. He wasn't a make the team kind of guy to me last year. You know what I mean? I thought 7th round picks, you know, 6, 7 round picks, I thought those dudes had rights to get kicked off the squad, right?
Right.
But it's not the first year that they evaluate you. It's your second year. So we look at guys like Fournette. We look at guys like Izzy. We look at guys like, you know, just these dudes that have made up Bohanna, that have made this grand leap from where you once was, Chauncey, right? To where it's almost a guarantee these guys like Harper, right? Devin Harper, Deron Bland. It's like, okay, well, Deron Bland has showed himself, but Devin Harper for sure, right? Devin Harper for sure. Like, we've brought you in, Devin Harper, and we don't even, you know, we ain't even banking on you being good this year. But what we're banking on is we're keeping you here because we have a feel that we can develop you into something that can be somebody for next year. Look at where Bohanna's at now compared to last year, or Chauncey, or fucking Micah, to be fair. You see what I'm saying? So what makes this look worse for Nashawn and Kelvin is it look like they haven't improved at all. All the other guys in their class have made huge leaps. Israel Cuomo used to be soft. That motherfucker used to be soft. Now he hitting people.
Mm-hmm.
He's smacking people in the run game. You shitting me? He playing strong safety. This man was a corner in college. Look, they moved him to corner because he was too soft to play free. Will, listen to what I said. He was too soft to play free safety. They made that motherfucker play corner in South Carolina. Now he's playing big nickel linebacker and strong and free and corner. He's improved, right? Look at fucking Fournier. Fournier was a guy I just knew was gonna get banished to the elephant graveyard.
I mean, they're draft and development. Draft and development is development. That's the biggest part, right? And that's more than 1 year. And they usually find ways around it. Israel Mukuamu didn't start on the team last year. They IR, and he put him on IR, and then he found his way back onto the roster, and then he's obviously still sticking around. So they're big time draft, and it's one of the reasons why we kind of got a cheat code when it comes to the 53-man roster. We know who's going to make it. If you were drafted, at least in this regime, they're going to give you obviously a shot, no matter if you're a first or seventh round pick. Fournier, it escaped me last year that Fournier was actually on this damn roster till like the last game. I was like, or last couple games, oh damn, I forgot he was on the team. I just totally forgot. But it's because they don't want to give up on that, and that's for a team that needs to draft well and relies on the draft. Every pick matters, right?
Sure.
Every pick. Sure. So, all 11, when they all made the team last year, it made me say, well, shit, how many players did we take this year? 8? Something like that? 8, 9? I'm saying I think all 8 might make the team this year, because that's just how it goes.
Shouts out to Leon in the chat box. He said Semi in the same boat. Hey, Semi looked much better than
Semi in the same boat. What?
Semi looked much better than he did last year.
Shit, I don't know that.
You Semi Fehoko, you don't think Semi's gotten better than last year?
This is what yes. This is what I always tell people when people say something that's like on far left of what I've seen. I say, well, give me the reasons why you think XYZ. I would love to hear the reasons why you think Semi Fehoko has not improved before I come at you about the opinion, right? I would love to debate this, but I disagree with that person in the chat. Yeah.
What I think Leon is saying is that Semi's in the same boat in terms of Semi has made these big improvements like everybody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were saying he was in the same boat as Nashawn and Kelvin Joseph.
Well, they could say that.
I didn't know which one he was talking about.
Okay, cool. Leon, let us know what you mean so we can decide whether we're gonna flame you or or give you props or whatever. But Semi has made huge improvements, right?
Yes.
And look, I'm not ready to say Semi's bad. Semi's just not proven. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see how that looks whenever we get there or whatnot. But what makes the Nashawn Wright thing, look so bad, and Nashawn made the team for now, is that Nashawn just doesn't look like he's made great improvement from last year, like the rest of his class. So that's just one thing. One more thing. Well, let me ask you this: do you think we draft well, or do you think that we're becoming a team that develops well?
I think we draft well. I mean, I don't have a problem saying the Cowboys draft. I think they're one of the best drafting teams in the league. I mean, Diggs, Micah, Lamb. I mean, these don't take much developing for these guys. I don't think these are your top picks, right? And they're really good. Tyron Smith, Frederick, Zach. I mean, these are elite type of dudes. Then you can also say, well, what about AB, who's been with 3 different defensive coordinators now? Jay Lou, mid-round guy. Then I could talk about some of the other second-round picks that didn't quite work out to a second contract. So I think they draft well. The development thing is kind of hit or miss, but that's the NFL.
Sure. Yeah, fair enough. In the chat box, Chris Hartlix, he says, lay off Nashawn. He is the best tackling cornerback we have.
And you watch Duran?
All right, let's get back to this list, man. Let's go. Let's see who's up next here. Nashawn made it. Luke Gifford made it, Will. In that room of people that he don't look like nobody else. Luke Gifford in this room full of athletes, he made it. Do you think this was a Bones Fossil call?
I don't know. I don't know how big of a special teams guy is. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't. I think Devin Harper could end up being better than him on special teams. I think Luke saved his job in preseason. If we go back and watch Luke, he actually wasn't bad. I thought he played decent.
Yeah, he wasn't bad, but he ain't these other dudes. Let's see. Jefferson got cut, and they said that he's looking to be. The Cowboys would love to have him back as a practice squad guy. So that's one of your athletic linebackers there. I don't know, man. I just saw Luke on the paper, and I was like,
yeah,
we don't plan on using Luke Gifford at all. So.
I would have taken other guys over Luke, but
Sure. Sean McEwen got waived. Will Steele. Now you know roster management and manipulation a little better than me. Is he a guy that comes back, or does he go on some injury list, or is he practice squad eligible? Can you tell me what's going on with Sean McEwen?
I think that'll be a guy they look to bring back to the practice squad. He had his knee wrapped up. It wasn't like he broke something or tore his ACL or anything like that. So I think they can get him back on the practice squad and evaluate in 2 weeks. He can just be your practice squad tight end.
Yeah. I see Leon in the chat box. I really want clarity on what he was saying because I just love to attack people. Let's see. Nah, you say what? Okay, Leon just in here talking about everything, but Semi Fehoko. All right, they've always drafted well. Now they're developing a lot better than they used to. Is that the coaching staff, or because it's both sides? Really.
I think we're mostly talking about defense, ain't we? Dan Quinn.
The only guys on offense that haven't hit so far is Josh Ball, DiNucci, and.
Well, there's two different. So who on offense are we crediting development for? Because I know we don't give credit to Philbin, so Fournier can still go out the window. So we can't say they're developing. We got to pick a side, right? Like, is Philbin getting credit for developing or not? Defensively, right?
We never give Philbin credit around here. Not on the volume. Not on Basketball Live on the volume. He said, "Yeah, Semi has made big improvements. Semi looking like he's ready to be something." All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the clarity.
We was ready to get you. Yeah. I would say mostly defense, and also if you look at the last two drafts, they've been mostly defense. So that's fair. I guess we'll have to see this year how Tolbert, how he gets a little better, how Tyler evolves, or whatever. We'll see. Tyler about to get thrown in this fire, so we'll see how that goes. Harper, Carlos, McKee. That's all I got for you, Will. Still, that was my list of interesting things I wanted to talk about today. So. It just happened to be 3:53, so we gonna lock this guy.
The conference has been locked.
Perfect. Let's see. I'm just gonna look at Twitter real fast, see if there's anything that we may have missed, and after that, we're gonna go into the phones. Now, chat, y'all have not chat, but phones. Y'all have been doing an incredible job at keeping it brief. I just want to give y'all so much credit at keeping it brief. Going into the regular season, it's like training for us. You know what I'm saying? We want to get y'all in and get y'all out. We got 3 callers today. Damon, the Lunatic, and Uncle Charlie. We're probably going to go in that exact order. Hey, get in. Holla at you. What's good with you? Give me a big old hug. Make a point. If you got to make a second point, make it quick. And we're going to get to the chat box and get up out of here. See if we can get it done on time today. On time. Damon up next. The Lunatic on deck. Uncle Charlie in the hole. Let's boogie. Damon, what up?
What's good, Voch?
Cool and Brandon, what you got for the show?
Hey, man, I'm just gonna keep it simple, man. So I was thinking about, with the roster moves that we're making, man. I think it's gonna be smart for us to have to go heavy tight end, simply because of everything that we've been talking about, and also what I think we need to focus on as far as week 1. Playing against these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, we're gonna have to get out on the edges. I think that Tyler Smith, would be better served, when we're running a zone blocking scheme. And I think that Connor McGovern would probably be a little bit better served if we're running a zone blocking scheme in this particular game here with the type of aggressive defensive ends that they have and the way that they're going to push the pocket in the middle. I think the best way for us to go about that is going to be for us to make sure that we're hitting those edges. As far as the run game,
we gotta go heavy and tight end. We gotta make sure. Hey, I don't know if Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot gonna be the guys that set the edge for you, but I feel what you're saying, and we know how we feel about Schultz, and we still got to see how his blocking improved or whatever. So we'll cross that road whenever we get there. You got something else you want to say?
Nah, man, that's all I got for today, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, plug your stuff.
Catch me on YouTube, Rough Draft Sportscast. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter, RDS_gang. Y'all be easy.
Appreciate it, man.
Salute.
Will Steele, what you think about that, man? That we got to go heavy at tight end, and when you say heavy at tight end, we keeping the same three guys: Hendershot, Ferguson, and Schultz. So the run game, the outside run would be much more effective.
Something to think about, man. I wonder if they look for a tight end to put on this roster because they usually roll with 4.
Sure.
And, we were talking about, he's brought up a point that's going to make me think now. We were talking about possibly keeping 4 running backs. Well, shit, maybe it's 4 tight ends that should have been the thought process, which was the thought process till McEwen got hurt. I think it made it easier for them. But, they usually do go 4. So I know McEwen can be put on practice squad, but again, to call him up means you got to cut somebody at that time, or not cut somebody, but to call him up for the rest of the season means you got to cut somebody. So that makes the roster gymnastics even more. And you only get 3 call-ups. I don't disagree. I think going heavy at tight end when you're going to run the ball would be smart. But I'm not saying what they're doing now is dumb. 3 tight ends is normal. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think there's this new urgency for trying to get the ball to the outside on these zone plays. If you watched the film last year, like, look, you're not gonna win games being scared of people. Like you have to game plan, of course, but you shouldn't run away from Vita Vea because Vita Vea is up in there. Like, we was able to run the ball inside. If you got a combo Vita Vea, that's the thing. If you got to navigate which gaps you're gonna move in, that's the thing. That's more so about blocking the backers than blocking the down line.
Scheme.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that what that's requires? It means Kellen Moore has to scheme it.
Sure. We now let's not get ridiculous. If Vita Vea is in a 1-on-1 versus Tyler Biadasz, we ain't just gonna run flat the fuck behind Tyler Biadasz. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other interior gaps that you can hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's ways.
Yeah, it's definitely ways. And Conor McGovern was a guy. Conor McGovern and Tyler Biadasz effectively, for the most part of the game, dealt with Vita Vea until Vita Vea picked up Tyler Biadasz and dropped him on his head. But whatever. Let's get the lunatic on the phone. See what he's talking about. ¿Qué pasó?
Voch, Sky, ¿qué pasa, mi hermanos? Cowboys Nation, buenas tardes.
Good evening. What's good with you? That means, Sky, that means good evening, sir. What's good with you, brother? Everything. Muy tranquilo. You know what I'm saying? Style and profiling, you feel me?
Just stay with Don Patron Tequila, man. You're good.
I don't know what that means. All right, cool. Let's do it. What you got?
Hey, listen. The best thing, your content is fire because things happen on the fly. The beautiful things you cannot plan. Just remember that. And also, as far as that Leatherwood, you got to remember Josh McDaniels, head coach. He's trying to implement a culture. He's trying to say, I got something here. You're not it. I'd rather be without you, even though you're a first-round pick. Get him out of here. That won't happen here in Dallas. And the second point I got is Sam Williams. We got a great view of him going up against Seattle with that 9th overall pick, and he gave him the business. So if that pushes Fowler, if that pushes Jerry's boy, Dorrance Armstrong, to perform even better, great. Because, again, our defense is going to lead us. I don't care. 13-9, 10-7, I don't care. Just give me the goddamn win over Brady. Thank you, Voch. Cowboys Nation. Buenas tardes y puro pinche Cowboys.
Lunatic, thank you so much for diversifying our show here. Will, you think it's some deeper to this Leatherwood getting cut from Raiders thing? Because he is a first-round pick that is dead money, and he does have a baseline of talent that you got time to work on, right? So you think that it's maybe like a Josh McDaniels thing, like, oh, well, he's soft. Maybe he's a quitter. Maybe he talks back or something. Like, do you think it's something going on? Yeah, gotta be. Because you don't just eat dead money and move on from a recent
last year.
Yes, you drafted him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's so bad about him that they got to get rid of him right now? That's something else that we got to think about with these cuts, guys. Like, it's cool to, all right, I'll get this 4th receiver because we need a 4th receiver, but these guys, these names, these high draft picks that get cut, why do they want to get cut? Go ahead, Will.
Now, I reached out to Duke and asked him I said, can you give me the rundown on Leatherwood? And he said, talented, give him one position and a consistent voice, and he will be good. So, I mean, that was his words on that. I didn't ask him about personally or what might have went on behind the scenes there, but I do know Duke has been talking about it's been like multiple systems over there in Vegas land, and that's kind of been a detriment to some of their linemen. But so I don't know. It might be some stuff behind scenes, but he still believes in his talent.
Yeah, we'll see, man. And Leatherwood wasn't like just people have asked me what's my thoughts on him or whatnot. Just coming out in the draft process, when you're evaluating draft, you're either floor guy or you're ceiling guy. I think the first thing that you got to do is identify who you are. And I'm floor guy. I like the player that has a baseline of technical things done already. We've realized that the Cowboys are ceiling guy. The Cowboys want to take all the traits and they want to see if they can fix the little small knickknacks and stuff. So when you get these players that are very raw, I'm not a big fan of them. So I project Leatherwood to be like a third round kind of guy or something like that. But he went first and I laughed. I had a huge laugh because the Raiders been doing that shit for 3 years, taking guys way too early. I
saw that Twitter or that tweet, and I'm just saying like, yo, imagine if they, I'm not saying they had to hit on all 6. Just imagine if they hit on 3. They ain't hit on none.
Sure. And look, I've been getting hated on by Raiders fans for the longest or whatever. But you take your running back and your box safety and your cornerback that you drafted too high, and Damon Arnett, he ain't even on the team anymore. And the Ruggs thing was unfortunate, but even in that, if that unfortunate situation didn't happen, Ruggs wasn't better than Lamb and Jefferson. And look, y'all look, don't call Voch hindsight, Voch. Find my wide receiver board. I did not have Ruggs over Lamb, Jefferson, or Judy. So I love the internet. Shit just lives on the internet. Go find that. So it's like, bro, like it's like they'll draft anybody just because they like them. You know what I mean? Like I like Leatherwood, but shit, do I first round like him? I just like him a little bit, but I don't know, man. That ain't their business. They want to hire Voch Lombardi for his services, man. I'm available. They're gonna have to get into a little shouting match with the volume. But hey, man, you gotta have them bidding wars sometime. Will you feel me? What was we doing? We was on the phone. Yeah. We was on the phone. But yeah, Leatherwood was a player that was just pretty raw. He was a big player that was raw. And some people think that just because you played at Alabama, you started, that means you was good. I don't know, player. I don't know. Nick Patrick said Colton Miller was the only hit under Gruden. Go ahead, Will.
And I just want to reference back to what I said earlier about adding players, right? What is your leadership like? What is your coaching like?
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you're talking about these guys.
And also, too, come out, just in the draft process, I ain't like Colton Miller. And to be fair, Colton Miller was trash, but he got better. I'm not accountable for if people get better or not. So, shit, I ain't like that pick neither. Let's get Charlie on the phone and let's get to the chat box then. Let's go home. What up, Unc?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today, man?
Man, we chilling, man, trying to get this content to y'all. You know how we do, Unc.
Yes, sir. So let me get started. Let me tell you something, man. People, we kind of messed up right now. Don't you know we ain't had a backup quarterback since food stamps was legal? We ain't had a goddamn backup quarterback in a long time that was viable. Let me tell you something, man. We should not be surprised that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones is mentally crazy. See, people don't think that you can be rich and crazy. Yeah, you can. There's a guy up in Australia right now. He married his bear. He married his bear. A grizzly bear. He said, I do. The bear growled. I guess he means I do too. And he married his bear. What I do is, where they going to go for their honeymoon? Big Bear Mountain? And then he got another fool. He up there hopping around the house. He thinks he's a frog. Now, let me explain something to you. He in Australia too. He must be on that Australia kangaroo crack. See, this is what I'm talking about. So we should be surprised what Jerry and Stephen do. They crazy by nature. Is what it is. Let me tell you something. I'd rather be broke and got all my sisters than rich and crazy. Because every 2 times, like my neighbor, I'm going to say this goes, like my neighbor, Cookie Bell. He used to stay next door to my mama now. And Cookie Bell would not cut his toenails. My mom said, when you go cut them things, Cookie Bell? He said, I'm all right. No, but the neighborhood ain't all right. You walking around here with razor blades at the end of your legs? Come on, man. And that's all I got to say, man. We shouldn't be surprised they're crazy. It's just what it is. It ain't what it's supposed to be. And I appreciate y'all.
Shouts out to Cookie Bear, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, Will, don't Don't be doing all like that, man. Talking about somebody. What was your mouthing over there, Wilson? You was
we ain't gonna do unk like that. I like the what do you say? It ain't what it is. It's what it's supposed to be.
It's what it's supposed to be.
I like it.
Let's get it. Put me on mute for like 2 seconds, Wilson.
Hold up. You are muted. I'm positive. This is true.
You back.
You back.
All right, shouts out to what do you say, Pokey Bear? All right, cool. Let's do it. That's a Twitch stream, ain't it, Pokey Bear? All right, so now it's time for the chat box. If y'all couldn't call into the show, now is your time to interact with us. If you got questions, I know a lot of y'all.
King Element. Uncle tell you, let me tell you something, and proceed to talking Sims dialogue.
Not the Sims.
Yeah, the Sims. That's classic.
Yeah. I used to love the Sims, man.
Me too, man.
All right. God damn.
That and was it Tycoon roller coaster or something? Whatever they used to build.
Yeah. Damn, Carl Lewis. Me and Will Steele. Chat box. I know y'all was asking a million questions because I kept seeing them popping up, but now's your time to ask them. So you talked up anytime you couldn't get a chance to get on the phone. You you know. All right, let's get into it. All right, so chat. What's your question?
No special case saying what I'm saying. One day I'm gonna forget to press that damn button. Or something. And I ain't listen, that's a lot of pressure. Y'all don't understand. I don't have no nerves or nothing anymore when I do this stuff. The only time I get nervous is when he say, "Hey Scott, put me on mute." I'm like, all right, it's gotta be this button because I'm not trying.
And look, make sure it's flashing when you because look, chat, I did something for the first time this time that I never done. I say, Will, make sure I'm muted. You sure I'm muted?
Yeah.
Have you double checked to make sure I'm muted? He said, "Yeah, you good."
Well, let me tell y'all something. Cool. What he said really wasn't that crazy compared to the other shit. There was other times you should have been like, "Hey, man, am I on mute?" Because, I mean, if we was on the FCC, there might be a problem here. But we ain't.
This was just something between me and you.
Yeah.
That last one would have got me fired. We just got this job.
You talking about? I know which one you talking about. We're gonna leave it at that. Elevator. Yeah, the elevator. The elevator.
All right, chat. What y'all got, man? What y'all got? Why you always got to mute the mic? I feel left out.
That's the point.
Let's see. Is Story Jackson better than Luke?
I would have kept him, man.
We would not. Yeah.
I really love Story's tape in preseason. I would have kept him.
Story has good. He can run. All these Malik Jefferson was probably one of my favorite guys.
Oh yeah, I hope Malik come back too.
Don't forget. King Element Drop 5 says, "Bro, if y'all forget to press mute, Dontrell got to be on y'all." Oh, Dontrell definitely
He reporting us.
He gonna at Colin Cowherd like, "Hey man, look what they doing on your net. Hey, you know what they saying on your network." You know what they said. You know what they said.
He ain't even gonna do nothing. He just gonna at Colin Cowherd. You know what they said on the show. Colin gonna be like, 30. "Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Logan, what's going on?"
Colin probably won't even see the
notification.
Colin,
trust and believe me. There's another show on this network. Colin don't give a damn. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Yeah, Colin. That don't mean we're gonna start moving like that.
No way.
Let's see. Voch, Sky, what about Zach Martin at right tackle and Terrence at left? I'd do it, but
yeah, I would too.
But you know how they go. Voch, what do you think about signing Kellen Mond instead of Rush or Greer? Kellen Mond was trash to me, and I don't think he's good. Let me not say. Kellen Mond wasn't a good quarterback to me, and I don't think that Kellen Mond's talent makes up for the familiarity and the offense of the guys we have already. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Plus, I don't even know if Kellen Mond is as talented as Will Greer, so no, I'm good. And he was another guy I didn't like in the draft process, so this ain't nothing new. Voch, I'm in the Raiders organization. Leatherwood's best skills weren't in the coach McDaniels.
So he's saying is he works for the Raiders apparently. I don't know, maybe. Leatherwood's best.
I know what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask too. His name is Uppercut Cannon. Is this your burner account?
That's what I'm saying. Who is it? But anyway, Leatherwood's best skills weren't in what McDaniels were looking for. He'd be a good pickup for anyone.
Can I ask you this?
But to eat that dead money though, go ahead, Will.
Yeah, that's a lot of dead money. Could he be a solid guard?
I think that's the problem. I think that they switch positions and move him to another side. Leatherwood, in my opinion, yeah, that's definitely hard. In my opinion, I don't think that he would excel. I don't think that the skill change would be so drastic that you would have. Oh, he's so bad at tackle, you got to put him at guard, because it's not like he upgrades at guard for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So what he's losing at tackle and gaining at guard is so small. You'd be better off just leave him at left tackle.
So it's the opposite of what we believe with Tyler. We believe moving Tyler into guard minimizes his deficiencies as a tackle.
Yes, sir.
Move him inside to the booth. So it would be the opposite. It's like you don't think there would be a big enough jump. Just allow him to continue to develop at the more important position. I like it. Like
and just hypothetically, so y'all can know what we're saying right now, is Tyler Smith is a good tackle, but he's a Hall of Famer at guard.
Yeah.
Like that's the level of change that I'm talking about, right? But Leatherwood's a cool guard and he's a cool tackle. I think people wanted him at guard because he had that bigger size. But he wasn't as physical as I like my guards to be. You know what I'm saying? He was more of a I like the movement side of things. Like he was a move well for his size type of guy. And that's a good tackle for me. Plus he's long. So put him at tackle and leave him there. King Oasis dropped a dub in Super Chat, says Cowboys current quarterback depth chart: 1, Dak Prescott; 2, Micah Parsons.
I love that.
I fuck with it.
JR's in the chat. He goes, Voch, Sky. Who's gonna be our kicker?
What he said. Goddamn, goddamn boy, let me tell you something, man. Look, I look at the paper, I'm on the Twitter dial. Who gonna be kicking for us, man? He said in my mind.
And in my mind, it sound like this. Kicker. Yeah, okay, kicker. Got you, JR. So, Brett be back.
Oh, shit. That's funny, Will, still. That's funny. I must have missed it. My bad.
We got you, JR. Maher will be back, bro. He'll be back. I promise you.
Hey, Will, when I was doing heel Voch, I just picked up the towel and threw it at the camera.
Oh, now you got to go pick it up.
I don't know where the towel at, so we just going to run this right here. We good.
I got you.
We good. Hear ye. Hear ye. Pinkies up.
By the way,
Pinkies are up.
I love how in the chat they let us know by saying, hear ye. Just fantastic engagement, by the way.
For sure. At the volume, pardon me, Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will Steele. At the volume, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times.
You are watching a master at work.
Whew.
I feel like I heard that on a video, and it was said so in just a great way. But I love how you put it there, Marcus.
Continue to be strong men, gentlemen. We need y'all. Prayers up. Salute, sir.
Salute to you, sir.
Appreciate you. Let's do like 2 more questions. They get the hell up out of here. It's been a good one. It's been a good show today. They pulled the rug from up under Lady Montgomery. Cash. And look, not only does do we know how JR talk when he say it, but he type in all caps too. He type with all caps with 5 exclamation points behind it. We know.
Come on with that energy, man.
We know how you say it. I love Hill Voch. Appreciate you, sir. Do you start Bland if Lewis isn't healthy?
Yes.
Yeah. Put him in nickel. That's what he asked for. 2 more. Sometimes you got to throw players into the fire, but remember, steel is hardened through fire. Gold is purified through fire. Diamonds form under pressure. Who you supposed to be,
Is this
Jimmy?
Marcus?
You gotta hit the button again.
Is this Jimmy Hardison?
What you mean?
The same water that
Voch.
softens the potato hardens the egg. This is a Marcus. You better pull up.
Hey man, relax, man. Relax, sir. Relax, sir. Young Bull Skywalker hung up on me last time, then thought he was the then he
What?
all right, bro. That's the Philadelphia.
This is the troll dude. We can give him his coloring book and his crayons. Just don't eat them. We know how y'all weirdos are.
Chad about to get his ass up out of here. Joe don't play. Joe been waiting to get somebody up out of here. That's why I say Natchez, Mississippi, Dag Force. What up, bro? Yeah, 100%. That's hometown. That's Natchez. What up? Can a goat outrun a lion? Hell no. All right. Chad Box. Fantastic show. Fantastic show. Fantastic show.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
All right, cool. Chat, we appreciate y'all for tuning in today, man. We'll hit y'all with another one tomorrow. We'll probably talk about some of the players that are on waivers, and we'll just find a way to content this thing out for Wednesday and Thursday. But Chat Box, quietly, let me just say this. Cowboy football is right around the fucking corner.
Mm-hmm.
Legit. Why I still got this paper on my god? Cowboy football is right around the corner. Prepare yourselves. Take you a nap. Drink you some water. Get your life together. Because when these games start, it's going to be stressful. It's going to be stressful. Your blood pressure going to be... This is the time of year where you really want to eat healthy, because there's a lot of shit that affects your blood pressure. Just please. Just prepare yourself for what's going to happen this season. I think it's going to be a fantastic season. I know we got question marks. But we play 17 games for a reason. We got time to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing that I can say about this, no matter how the season goes, I will be here chronicling, reacting, breaking down, talking about with my guy Will Steele. Of course, we'll be here for the whole thing. You feel me? So we gonna do these live reactions, man. And I want y'all to support everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody got a pregame show, a postgame. Will does fantastic work on Game Day Live, A to Z Sports. Hey, him and Jesse Holly. Is you and Jesse again?
Yes, sir.
Him and Jesse Holly do a fantastic show, man. So look, if you just how the regular season gonna work, it just in case y'all ain't familiar, man, you may want to go to his pregame show. I'll go live. Come listen. Halftime, go rock with Will Steele. Go hear what Law and them got to say. Check on Okoye. Come back to Voch in the third quarter. A big touchdown. Go listen to me cuss. Then go check everybody else out. Voch got the best post-game show in the bit. Will's my guy, but Voch still got the best post-game show in the bit. Hey,
I remember that when I first came on the scene.
What a day, bro. What a day. Love you to pieces, though. But, hey, man, just try to support everybody, but just giving you guys the general idea that, yes, the volume will be hosting Voch's game day streams and the Voch Lombardi stream, of course. But we'll love to have y'all on the volume side. Man, we got 1,100 people. Bro, like, we just...
So don't get better, man.
Don't make me cry, man. Hey, but we appreciate y'all, man. And hey, we live now. Just imagine what it's gonna be like when the regular season gets here, and when that level up happens, bro. I just want everybody to just hey, know where the best work at. That's all I'm saying. Know where the best work at. It's right here on Voch Lombardi Live, man. Voch and goddamn Will Steele. Y'all follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Make sure you hit all the volume buttons, the algorithm buttons, the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Will Steele, tell them where to find your stuff.
A to Z Sports, Dallas on YouTube, and hit me up on Twitter at Skywalker. Still, we talking Cowboys all day, every day, Monday through Friday, man. Holla at you.
Y'all, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the engagement. We appreciate the concurrent viewers. It means the world to us. Because when the volume start to pass out that money, man, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got Johns and Bucks to take care of. You feel me? Y'all hold down for the dose of Wilson, peace and whiskey. Till next time, volume.
Beats Planet.